Steve Martin. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
For my marshals, I got Nick. I got Brian out here. Just looking for Steve Roebling and Brad Fink for my last two. For my last two marshals, I need Brad Fink and Steve Roebling. Thank you, Nick.
Kenny Kiger. Ryan Kiger.
I just picked from the fourth race. Wait a minute. There's two F1.
Matt Arrington.
There's two F1. You guys fine with running it? Alrighty, track is closed. Let's get you guys lined up. It'll be Matt Arrington 1, Kenny Kiger 2, Steve Martin 3, Ryan Kiger 4, John Steger 5, Kyle Brummett 6. Kyle, did you make everyone else mad? Did you make everyone else mad at you? Hey, you need to go race your F1. There's only two. He's not signed up? He's not signed up? All right, I got my marshals, I got my drivers. You guys are listening for the tone in less than 5. Yeah, you can take it.
4 minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. Currently, it is Steve, your leader, with a 26 and the 507. John Steger in second with a 25 and the 502, back 1.2. Kyle in third with a 25 and the 502, back roughly half a second. Ryan in fourth with a 25 and the 503, back roughly a tenth. Stay tight on the top left. All clear. Matt in fifth with a 26 and the 509, back roughly 0.3 seconds. And Kenny in sixth with a 22 and the 50, back 9.9.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. 3 minutes remain. It is Steve, your leader. Matt in second, back 5.9. Ryan in third, back 0.2. John in fourth, back 0.7. And Kyle in fifth, back 0.4. Kenny in 6th, back 20.8. Currently, John holds the fastest lap with a 9.7. Steve, his fastest lap is a 9.81. Matt's fastest lap is a 9.85. Stay tied in the back, tied in the back, tied in the back. All clear. Ryan's fastest lap is a 10 flat. Kyle's fastest lap is a 9.9. And Kenny's fastest lap is an 11.3. Coming up next is 12 scale heat 1.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. 2 minutes remain. It is Steve, your leader, with a 29 and a 505. John in 2nd with a 28 and a 503, back 5.2. Matt in 3rd with a 28 and a 504, back roughly 1.1. Kyle in 4th with a 28 and a 506, back 2.2. Ryan in 5th with a 27 and a 503, back 3.9. Kenny in 6th with a 23 and a 504, back roughly 27. Up next is 12 scale heat 1 with Brian Vanderveen, Nick, Brian Fink, Brad Fink, Greg, and David. I'll be looking for you 6 drivers in roughly a minute 20. Final 60 seconds
left.
remain. Drivers, final 60. It is Steve, your leader, with a 29 and the 501. John in 2nd with a 29 and the 507, back 4.1. Matt in 3rd with a 28 and the 50, back 2.8.
45 seconds
Kyle in
left.
4th with a 28 and the 501, back 1.1. Ryan in 5th with a 27 and the 50, back 7.9. Kenny in 6th with a 24 and the 510, back 33. 30 seconds
30
remain,
seconds
drivers.
left.
30 seconds remain. Coming up next is 12 scale heat 1. I'll be looking for you 6 drivers in roughly 25 seconds.
$15 seconds left.
10 seconds remain, drivers. 10 seconds. Finish this lap. You'll be done
Steve
once you
Martin
hear
done.
your name. I have Steve.
John Stager
I
done.
got John.
Kenny Kiger done.
There's Kenny.
Ryan Kiger done.
Ryan, Matt,
Matt Arrington
and
done.
Kyle.
Kyle Brummett done.
Steve got the win with a 29 and the 501. John got 2nd with a 29 and the 503. Matt got 3rd with a 29 and the 508. Kyle got 4th with a 29 and the 509. Ryan got 5th with a 28 and the 507. Kenny got 6th with a 24 and the 506. Out on the track now is 12 scale heat 1. I'm looking for Vanderveen, Nick, Brian Fink, Brad Fink, Greg, and David. For my 4 marshals, I need Kyle Brummett, Matt, John, and Steve.
Greg Huey.
Again, for my 4 marshals, I need Steve, John, Matt, and Kyle.
The Stig. One minute to the start of the race.
I got Dave, I got Greg, I got Brian Fink. I see Nick walking this way. Looks like Brian Vanderveen's getting ready.
45
And there's
seconds
Brad.
to
I
the
got
start
all
of the
my
race.
drivers walking this way or checked in. Just needing all 4 marshals. I see John Steger walking that way. I see Kyle walking this way. Just looking for Matt and Steve.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
I see Steve walking this way. Just looking for Matt.
David L. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Nix Ali. Efrad Bink.
Stay tight in the straightaway.
Brian van der Veen.
Alrighty, with that being said, it'll be Nick in 1, Brian Fink 2, Brad Fink 3, Greg 4, David 5. Again, that'll be Nick 1, Brian Fink 2, Brad Fink 3, Greg 4, David 5. You guys will be lining up on the bottom left-hand corner. Again, your lineup will be Nick 1, Brian 2, Brad 3, Greg 4, David 5. Alright, I got 4 marshals. I got 5 drivers. You guys are listening for your name. Nick, Brian, Brad, Greg, and David. One minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. Currently, it is Brian, your leader, with a 37 and the 505. David in second with a 34 and the 508. Back 4.4. Greg in third with a 34 and the 506. Back 1.4. Nick in fourth with a 33 and the 50. Back roughly half a second. Brad in fifth with a 31 and the 508. Back 5.9. Stay wide on the bottom left, wide on the bottom left. All clear.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. It is Brian, your leader. David in second, back 9 seconds. Greg in third, back 0.3. Nick in fourth, back 2.2. Stay wide on the bottom left, wide on the bottom left, wide on the bottom left. All clear. Brad in fifth, back 4.2. Currently, Brian holds the fastest lap with an 8 flat. Greg's fastest lap is an 8.43. Nick's fastest lap is an 8.46. David's fastest lap is an 8.1, and Brad's fastest lap is an 8.5.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remain. It is Brian, your leader, with a 37 in the 505. Greg in second with a 34 in the 502, back 14. David in third with a 34 in the 503, back roughly a second. Nick in fourth with a 34 in the 506, back 2.5. Brad in fifth with a 33 in the 506, back 5.8. Coming up next is Foam GT12 Heat 1 with Brian Smith, John Steger, and Greg. I'll be seeing you three drivers in roughly a minute 25.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds, final 60. It is Brian, your leader, with a 37 and a 506. David in second with a 35 and the 506, back 13.7.
45
Greg in third
left.
with a 34 and the 501, back 3.4. Nick in fourth with a 34 and the 508, back 5.6. Brad in fifth with a 33 and the 507, back 6.7. Up next is Foam GT12.
30
I'll be
seconds
looking for
left.
Brian Smith, John Steger, and Greg Huey. I'll be looking for you three drivers in 24 seconds.
$15 seconds left.
10 seconds remain. 10 seconds remain. Finish this lap, drivers. Will be done once you hear your name. Do not slow down till you hear your name. I got Brad
done.
Fink. I got Greg Huey.
Nick Zaley done.
I got Nick
The
Zaley,
Stig done.
Brad Fink,
David
and
L. done.
David Lee. I said I got you. Brian got the win with a 37 and the 507. David got second with a 35 and the 504. Greg got third with a 34 and a 50. Nick got fourth with a 34 and the 507. Brad got fifth with a 32 and the 50. Up next is Foam GT12. I'll be looking for Brian Smith, John Steger, and Greg Huey. For my four marshals, I need Brian Fink, David, Nick Zaley, and Brad Fink.
One minute to the start of the race. Snowman. 45 seconds to the start of the race. $30 seconds to the start of the race. $15 seconds to the start of the race. Greg Huey.
I got all my drivers. I got Brad. I got Nick. I see David. Just needing Brad. Hi, Brad.
John Steger.
All right, let's go ahead and get you guys lined up. It'll be Brian in 1, John 2, Greg 3, Brian, then John, then Greg. I got my marshals, I got my drivers. You guys are listening for your name. Brian, John, and Greg.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. Currently, it is Greg, your leader, with a 34 and the 504. John in second with a 33 and the 501, back roughly 1.2. Brian in third with a 33 and the 506, back 1.1.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. It is Greg, your leader. John second, back 1.4. Brian in third, back 2.7. Currently, Greg holds the fastest lap with an 8.9. John's fastest lap. No, I got that mixed up. Greg's fastest lap is an 8.8. John's fastest lap is an 8.9. And Brian's fastest lap is a 9.1. Up next is Foam GT12 Heat 2. I'll be looking for Matt, Kyle, Steve, and Brad.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. It is Greg, your leader, with a 34 and the 506. John in second with a 33 and the 502, back 2.7. Brian in third with a 32 and the 50, back 4.2. Up next is Foam GT12 Heat 2. I'll be looking for you 4 drivers, Matt, Kyle, Steve, and Brad. I'll be looking for you 4 drivers in a minute 30.
1 minute left.
Final 60 seconds. It is Greg, your leader, with a 34 and the 5:07. John in second with a 33 and the 5:03, back 4
45
seconds.
left.
Brandon in third with a 33 and the 5:09, back 4.8. Up next is Foam GT12. I'll be looking for Matt, Kyle, Steven, Brad. I'll be looking for 4 drivers in 30 seconds. 30 seconds
30
remain.
seconds
Drivers
left.
30.
Fifteen seconds left.
10 seconds remain. 10 seconds. Finish this lap. Drivers will be done once you hear your name. Brian, you are done.
John Stager.
John, you are done. And here comes Greg for his last and final lap.
Greg Huey.
There's Greg. Greg got the win with a 34 and the 5:08. John got second with a 33 and the 5:05. Brad got third with a 32 and the 5:01. Out on the track is Foam GT12 Heat Race 2. I'm looking for Matt, Kyle,
F. Radke.
Steve, and I just got Brad checked in. And for my marshals, I'm looking for Greg, John, Brian, and 1 volunteer. Greg, John, Brian, and 1 volunteer. If you do not
Kyle
volunteer, you will be voluntold.
Steve Roebling. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds.
I
to the
have
start
all
of the
my
race.
drivers. Just looking for all my marshals. I see Greg. I see Brian walking this way. I see John. Just looking for 1 more
30
volunteer.
seconds to the start of the race.
Just needing 1 volunteer. Anybody in the pits, I can use just 1 volunteer.
Matt Arrington.
Just needing 1
15
volunteer.
seconds to
Any
start the
driver in the
race.
pits? Thank you. Let's go ahead and get you guys lined up. It'll be Matt in 1, Kyle 2, Steve 3, Brad 4. Again, that's Matt 1, Kyle 2, Steve 3, Brad 4. I got my marshals. I got my drivers. You guys are listening for your name. Matt, Kyle, Steve, and Brad. Stay wide on the top right. Wide on the top right. All clear. One minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Matt, your leader, with a 34 in the 5:03. Steven second with a 34 in the 5:04, back 0.1. Kyle in third with a 32 in the 508, back 4.9. Brad in fourth with a 28 in the 510, back 10.1. Matt and Steve, you guys are battling for the lead right now. Currently, Steve is on top. Matt in second, back 0.3. Stay wide on the top right. Wide on the top
3
right.
minutes left.
All clear. They're going all around you, John. 3 minutes remain. It is Steve, your leader, with a 34 in the 502. Matt in second with a 33 in the 501, back 2.7. Kyle in third with a 32 in the 508, back 7 seconds. Brad in fourth with a 27 in the 504, back 22. Currently, Steve holds the fastest lap with an 8.6. Matt's fastest lap is an 8.7. Kyle's fastest lap is a 9.1, and Brad's fastest lap is an 8.7.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. It is Steve, your leader. Matt in second, back 2.4. Kyle in third, back 12.2. Brad in fourth, back 19.7. Coming up next is F1 Heat 1. Final 60
minute
seconds.
left.
Final 60. It is Steve, your leader, with a 34 in the 506. Matt in second with a 34 in the 508, back 1.7. Kyle in third with a 32 in the 509, back 15.8.
45 seconds
Brad in
left.
fourth with a 29 in the 509, back 25.9. Up next is F1 Heat 1. 30
left.
seconds remain. 30. So here's a question. Are you guys
15 seconds left.
10 seconds remain. I have the ultimate challenge. Just switch controllers real quick. And the yellow car's beating the yellow car. Close enough.
Matt Arrington.
Matt, you are done.
F. Radbink done.
Brad, you are done.
Steve Rowan
There's
done.
Steve. There's
Kyle Brunn
Kyle.
done.
Matt got the win with a 34 in the 508. My bad. Steve got second with a 34 in the 508, just 2/10 off of Matt. Kyle got third with a 32 in the 510, and Brad got fourth with a 29 in the 503. Out on the track is F1 Heat 1. I got both my drivers, just looking for all four marshals.
Brian Vanderveen.
I'm looking for Matt, Steve, Kyle, and Brad. Brad,
Thank
Kyle,
you.
Steve, and Matt, I need you four for marshals as soon as possible. We're waiting on you.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
I got Kyle, Justine, Brad, Steve, and Matt.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
What was that?
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, so lineup will be yellow car in first, yellow car in second. Good question. Black wheel in front, black wheel in back. That's fair too. Brian in 1, Nick in 2. All right, I got my marshals. You guys are listening for your name. Brian. And Nick. That'd be a good idea. Wait a minute.
4 minutes left.
And go the other way. A minute down, 4 to go. A minute down, 4 to go. It is Vanderveen, your leader, with a 30 and the 5:03. Zalian second with a 30 and the 5:09. Back 1.2. See, that'd be interesting. At the halfway point, you switch transmitters, and you go the other way. No, because I have to get a complete different suit because like my shoulders are much bigger and my waist is much smaller. So if I try and get a suit the same size as my shoulders, it's like really really baggy.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes remain. It is Brian, your leader, with a 30 and the 5:0. Nick in second with a 30 and the 5:08. Back 3.4. So I got a challenge. At the halfway point, let's switch transmitters and let's switch the direction. What? I'm supposed to talk. Yeah, I'm talking about the race. What could happen? What? 2 minutes remain. It is Brian, your leader, with a 31 and the 5:08. Nick in second with a 29
2
and the
minutes
5:01.
left.
Back 7.2. Brian holds the fastest lap at 9.6. Nick's fastest lap is at 9.8. Now you're just messing with him at this point. Final 60
1 minute
seconds.
left.
It is Brian, your leader, with a 30 in the 504. Nick in second with a 29 in the 502. Back 5.9.
45 seconds left.
That was pretty cool, like a wheelie out of the corner. Do it again. 30 seconds
30
remain.
seconds
30.
left.
That was better than the wheelie.
15 seconds left.
10 seconds remain. 10 seconds. Finish this lap. Drivers will be done once you hear your name. Do not slow down until you hear your name.
Brian Vanderveen done.
There's Vanderveen.
Nick Zaley done.
There's Nick. Brian got the win with a 30 in the 503. Nick got second with a 29 in the 504.
Kenny Kiger.
We'll come back right at 8 o'clock. Gives you guys 15 minutes. 15 minutes, not 7. Right at 8 o'clock.
14-9. Steve Martin.
Wee. Your guys' second round of heat races are
11-3.
posted. They'll get started in right at 15 minutes.
16-2.
Gives you guys to 8 o'clock. 15 minutes. 8 o'clock.
9-8. 9-9. 9-8. 34.9. 9-8. Brian Vanderveen. 10-9. 9-8. 9-8. 9-8. 10-7. 8-7. 10-2. 8-9. 10-2. 21.1. 9 flat. 44.2. 9-3. 8-5. 9-2. 8-7. 9-1. 8-6. 8-6. 8-8. John Steger. 8-8. 12-2. 9 flat. 9-7. Kenny Kiger, 8-8. 9-3. 8-6. 12-8. 9-3. 8-7. 11-7. 8-9. 8-6. 9-1. 8-8. 12-5. 9-2. 8-8. 8-9. 8-7. 8-9. 8-6. 9-6. 10-1. 12-3. 9-4. 9-2. 9 flat. 9 flat. 12-6. 10-9. 9-2. 9 flat. 9 flat. 9 flat. 9 flat. 9 flat. 9 flat. 9-1. Kiger. 14-1. 14-3. 11-5. 11 flat. 9-5. 9-2. 9-1. 27.4. 8-9. 12-3. 9-1. 9 flat. 11-5. 9-1. 9 flat. 9-1. 26.4. 9-2.
1
I'll give you guys an extra 5 more minutes to get those batteries charged. But right at 8:05, I'd like to see cars on the track. 8:05. All right, it is 8:05. We'll go ahead and get started. Out first is VTA, looking for Steve. I got
Kyle Brummett.
Kyle out here looking for John, Matt, Ryan, and Kenny. And for my marshals, I need the 2v2 Formula 1 and a couple foam GT12. I'm looking for Vanderveen, Nick Zaley. Nope. You're not on? You're sitting up? Yeah. Did I really? Could I get Brian Smith and Greg Huey for my last two? I need Brian Smith, Greg Huey, Brian Vanderveen, and Nick.
Ryan Kiger. Matt Arrington. John Stager.
Just looking for all four of my marshals. Looking for Vanderveen, Nick Zaley. I see Brian Smith walking this way. And I forget my fourth one. Who was he? Oh, Greg. How do I forget Greg? Yep. Marshall, please.
One minute to the start of the race.
You don't want to know. No, you don't want to know. Let's go ahead and get you guys lined up. It'll be Steven 1, John 2, Matt 3,
45 seconds
Kyle
to the start
4,
of the race.
Ryan 5, Kenny 6, Steve 1, John 2, Matt 3, Kyle 4, Ryan 5, Kenny 6.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Who's most likely to trip the person in front of them intentionally?
I see that 100% being you. All right, I got my marshals, I got my drivers. You guys are listening for the tone in less than 5. Honestly, I see of the group, I can see Matt doing that. It'd be who?
4 minutes
1
left.
minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is John, your leader, with a 26 in the 5:04. Steve in second with a 26 in the 5:07, back half a second. Matt in third with a 26 in the 5:0, back 0.1. Stay wide on the front, all clear. Ryan in fourth with a 26 in the 5:08, back 2 seconds. Kyle in fifth with a 26 in the 5:08, back 1.2. Kenny in sixth with a 22 in the 5:12, back 12.3.
No. 3 minutes left.
3 minutes remain. It is John, your leader. Matt in second, back 2.9. Steve in third, back 1.1. Ryan in fourth, back 1.3. Kyle in fourth, back 0.9. Kenny in sixth, back 16.9. Currently, John holds the fastest lap with a 9.58. Matt's fastest lap with a 9.59. Steve's fastest lap with a 9.7. Ryan's fastest lap with a 10 flat. Kyle's fastest lap with a 9.8. And Kenny's fastest lap with 11.4. John, you're about 4 seconds off TQ pace. Now you're roughly a second off.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. It is John, your leader. Matt in second, back 1.9. Steve in third, back 2.2. Kyle in fourth, back 2.2. Ryan in fifth, back 0.5. And Kenny in sixth, back 29. John, you are currently on TQ pace. Coming up next is 12 scale heat 1. 12 scale heat 1. I'll be looking for Brad Fink, David, Greg, Nick, Brad, and Brian Vanderveen. I'll be looking for you 6 drivers in a minute 30. John, you still are on TQ pace.
Just call me the Stig. That's what everybody always calls me. So, because you get my name mixed up every time. Call me
1
Brad,
minute left.
Brad again. He said there's 2 Brads in that one Brian. I'm first. I got the fastest. You couldn't just wait, could you, Jerry?
Final 60. It is John, your leader, with a 30 in the 5:07. Matt in second with a 30 in the 5:09, back 1.6. Steve in third with a 29 in the 5:02, back 3.5. Kyle in fourth with a 29 in the 5:06, back 3.5. Ryan in fifth with a 29 in the 5:08, back
30
1.7.
seconds left.
Kitty in sixth with a 24 in the 5:08, back 44. Up next is 12 scale heat 1. I'll be looking for you 6 drivers in 20 seconds.
Fifteen seconds left. Steve Martin done.
Steve, you're done.
Kyle Brummett done.
Kyle, you're done.
John Stager
John, you're done. Matt, you're done.
Done.
Ryan, you're done. And
Ryan
Kenny, you're
Piper
done. John got the win
Kenny
and
Piper
the TQ with a 30 in the 5:04. Matt got second with a 30 in the 5:05. Steve got third with a 29 in the 5:0. Kyle got fourth with a 29 in the 5:04. Ryan got fifth with a 29 in the 5:07. And Kenny got sixth with a 24 in the 5:07. Out on the track is 12 scale heat 1. I'm looking for the Sting. David,
F. Radford.
Greg, Nick, Brad, and Brian Vanderveen. And for my marshals, I need Kyle, Steve,
The Stig.
Matt, and John. John, Matt, Steve, and Kyle. I need you 4 for marshals, please, and thank you.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Nick Zaley. David L. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. I got Matt. I got John. Looking for Steve and Kyle. I see Steve walking this
Ryan
way.
Vanderbeek.
Just looking for Kyle.
Greg Huey.
For some reason, I thought I saw him block that way.
All right. Let's go ahead and get you guys lined up. It'll be the Stig in 1, David 2, Greg 3, Nick 4, Brad 5, Vanderveen 6, Brian Fink 1, David 2, Greg 3, Nick 4, Brad 5, Vanderveen 6. All right, I got my marshals, I got my drivers. You guys are listening for your name. The Stig, David, Greg, Nick, Brad, and Vanderveen. That was close.
"4 minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is David, your leader, with a 37 and the 501. The Stig in second with a 37 and the 502. Back 0.1. Greg in third with a 36 and the 506. Back 2.8. Nick in fourth with a 35 and the 505. Back 1.6. Vanderveen in sixth with a 35 and the 508. Back 0.6. Brad in sixth with a 30 and the 508. Back 11.6. Brian Fink, you are on TQ pace.
"3 minutes left.
3 minutes remain. 3 minutes remain. It is David, your leader, with a 37, the 505. Greg in second with a 35 and the 507. Back 8.1. Nick in third with a 34 and the 504. Back 2.1. Vanderveen in fourth with a 33 and the 502. Back 3 seconds. Brad in fifth with a 32 and the 508. Back 6.6. Up next is GT12 Heat 1. I'm looking for Brian Smith, Kyle, and Brad Fink. Stay tied on the top right. Tied on the top right. All clear. That was top left. My bad.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. 2 minutes remain. It is David, your leader. Greg in second, back 9.1. Nick in third, back 3.8. Vanderveen in fourth, back 3.5. Brad in fifth, back 10.2. Currently, David holds the fastest lap with an 8 flat. Greg's fastest lap is an 8.3. Nick's fastest lap is an 8.2. Vanderveen's fastest lap is an 8.4. And Brad's fastest lap is an 8.5. Now, overall, Brian Fink holds the fastest lap with a 7.9. Up next is GT12 Heat 1. I'll be looking for Brian Smith, Kyle, and Brad. I'll be looking for you 3 drivers in a minute 15. Final 60 seconds. Final 60. It is David, your leader, with a 36 in the 5.0. Greg in second with a 35 in the 5.05, back 11 seconds. Nick in third with a 34 in the 5.01, back 4.2. Vanderveen in fourth with a 34 in the 5.06, back 3.4. Brad in fifth with a 31 in the 5.0, back 18. Up next is Foam GT12 Heat 1. 30 seconds remain. 30 seconds remain.
Fifteen seconds left.
Stay wide on the bottom left. Wide on the bottom left. All clear. Finish this lap. Drivers, you'll be done once you hear your name. Do not slow down until you hear your name.
David L. done.
David, you are done.
F. Radbink done.
Brad, you are done.
Greg Huey done. Nick
Greg,
Zimmer
you are done. Nick, you are done.
Ryan
Vanderveen, you are
Vanderveen
done. David got the win with a 36 in the 5.01. Greg got second with a 35 in the 5.04. Vanderveen got third with a 33 in the 5.02. Nick got fourth with a 33 in the 5.03. Brad got fifth with a 31 in the 5.0. Out on the track is Foam GT12 Heat 1. I'm looking for Brian Smith, Kyle, and Brad Fink. For my marshals, I'll be looking for Nick, Brian Vanderveen, Greg, and David. Again, David, Greg, Brian Vanderveen, and Nick. I need you 4 for marshals, please, and thank you.
One minute to the start of the race. F. Radbink. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
Hey, where's the tape at? The Gorilla tape? Hey, young David.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
Where were you the last 2 Fridays? Where were you the last 2 Fridays? James called in and asked for me. Did you lose? Got rained out. That's cute.
What motor you got on it?
600.
When you gonna upgrade to 1,000?
Snowman.
You ain't making more top speed.
Kyle Brummett.
I'm a flock in that race. You don't want me to too much right now, anyways. Why? Because I'm bottom of my feet. I'll get checked.
On our micron and everything, it was looking through of our highest RPM. The past 4 races, we've averaged almost 17,000 RPM. One race, I was looking back, 17.5.
What year R6 motor are you running?
2014, Clifton All Black.
They're not bad. I like the 2007s. They were really good, and just like what you can do to them, make them a little quicker. They're a little peppy.
The All Blacks, they're lighter when they come out of the factory, and they hold together better.
It's still Yamaha though.
They're doing laps.
David. Do. Looking for Vanderveen for my last Marshall. Or David's marshalling. Thank you. It'll be Brian 1, Kyle 2, Brad 3. You guys are all set. Listening for your name. Brian, Kyle, and Brad.
I feel bad for him. Sadly. The only thing good about Suzuki's is you can build them out and they make good power, but they don't hold together long. I mean, I've seriously seen one come off the trailer from Yamaha, they build it, go out and race it and blow it up. I'm like,
Yeah, he
you
gets
bought,
about 4 to 5 races before he blows it out there.
all this shit. I've never even seen a Suzuki last more than 4 or 5 races.
Last season, he had to go out half season.
4 minutes left.
He blew up 2 fucking motors. Like, when he shot. The
This
first
is-
one, he fried the
Damn.
Minute down, 4 to go. It is Brian, your leader, with a 33 in the 505. Kyle in second with a 31 in the 501, back 4 seconds. Brad in third with a 28 in the 506, back 8.4.
second motor had sent off and it messed up on the valves, and one of the valves dropped straight into the fucking cylinder head.
Damn. Yeah, that'd be on them. I ain't paying for that.
We had to replace the whole inside of it. And at that point, he was just like, I'm done. It's like, it cost me too much to do it. I mean, for the 10 races that I'm actually able to go out and do throughout
Yeah.
the year.
The worst we've had with our Yamaha is the head crack because we got too hot. And with it being all black, it's harder to find parts for them.
Three minutes remain. It is Brian, your leader. Kyle in second, back 8.4. Brad in third, back 7.2. Currently, Brad holds the fastest lap with an 8.9. Brian's fastest lap is a 9 flat, and Kyle's fastest lap is a 9.4.
Yep. See, I was gonna go into a midget. What? $50,000 for a fucking motor? Damn. How do you afford that? $50,000 dropping on a motor, and you have to rebuild them every other race. How?
At this point, I don't even pay that much attention. My buddy's got one on with the wings on the top of it, and I was like, a sprint car, right? No. Like, different name. I was like, sprint car, right?
And surprisingly, sprint cars are getting cheaper. Now, like once you go and find everything, it's still gonna be expensive as hell, but
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remain. It is Brian, your leader, with a 33 in the 504. Brad in second with a 31 in the 509, back 15. Up next is GT12 Heat 2 with Matt, Steve, Greg, and John.
1 minute left.
compression. How did we lose compression? Well, we only did 3 runs, but we sat there running for 15 minutes during that when it was already hot, you know.
Yeah.
Final 60. It is Brian, your leader. Brad in second, back 20.3.
45
Up next is
seconds left.
GT12 Heat 2. I'll be looking for you 4 drivers in 40 seconds.
So you have 5 minutes of just sitting there and then full force hitting nitrous the entire time. Like, you need to get up and really work that.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Shit just gets expensive. Because if you go turbo, then you have to deal with all the issues getting that tuned. You don't know how to tune the reverse five, you're gonna have to fucking go instantly. Not even a turbo kit can get there instantly.
Yeah. The same way with injection. If you don't know anything
15
about
seconds
injection,
left.
you're just gonna waste $6 grand on injection.
10 seconds left.
Honestly, dude, this is like the easiest one to fucking get in that started racing and being cheap.
RCs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a dumb thing. I'd rather go actually race.
Snowman done.
Brian, you are done. Just looking for Brad.
F. Radbink done.
It can also be expensive.
Brad, you are done. Brian got the win with a 32 in the 502. Brian got second with a 30 in the 505. Up next is GT12 Heat 2. I'm looking for Matt, Steve, Greg, and John. For my marshals, I need Kyle, Brad, Brian, and 1 volunteer.
Matt Arrington. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Fuck what?
45 seconds to the start of the race. Steve Roebling.
Not even that. It's like, you just want to keep in mind.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
No, it's just, I drive this or not.
Greg Huey.
Alright.
15 seconds to the start of the race. John Steger.
Just looking for my marshals. I see Brad, quote unquote Brad. Looking for Brian Smith, Kyle, and 1 volunteer. Just needing Brian Smith, Kyle, and 1 volunteer. I see Kyle walking this way, looking for Brian Smith and 1 volunteer. I got my volunteer, thank you. Just needing Brian Smith. Well, let's get you guys lined up in the meantime. It'll be Matt in 1, Steve 2, Greg 3, John 4. Matt 1, Steve 2, Greg 3, John 4. All right, got my marshals. You guys are listening for your name. Matt, Steve, Greg, and John. 1 minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Steve, your leader, with a 34 in the 502. Matt in second with a 34 in the 503, back 0.2. Greg in third with a 33 in the 503, back 1.9. John in fourth with a 32 in the 50, back 1.2.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. It is Steve, your leader. Matt in second, back 0.1. Greg in third, back 2.1. And John in fourth, back 3 seconds. Currently, Steve holds the fastest lap with an 8.5. Matt's fastest lap with an 8.7. Greg's fastest lap with an 8.8. John's fastest lap with an 8.9. Up next is F1, Heat 1.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. It is Matt, your new leader, with a 34 in the 503. Steve in second with a 34 in the 508, back 3.1. Greg in third with a 34 in the 505, back 0.1. John in fourth with a 33 in the 504, back 2.7. Matt, you are currently on TQ pace. Final
minute left.
60 seconds. Final 60. It is Matt, your leader, with a 34 in the 503. Steve in second with a 33 in the 50, back 4.1. John in third with a 33 in the 503, back 2.7. Up next is F1, Heat
45
1,
seconds
coming
left.
up in roughly 45 seconds.
Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds left. 30.
Fifteen seconds left.
10 seconds left. 10. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name.
Steve Roebling done.
Steve, you are done.
Matt Arrington done.
Matt, you are done. Looking for John.
John Stager
There's
done.
John. Matt got the win with a 34 in the 504. Steve got second with a 33 in the 501. John got third with a 33 in the 504. Matt did set a new TQ. Out on the track is F1 with Vanderveen and Zaley. For my marshals, I need Matt and Steve.
Brian Vanderveen. Nick Zaley. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Just looking for Steve and Matt. I see Steve walking this way. Hey, bro.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Drill a hole, hang it. What do you mean clip thing? What's that voice for you? Nail and then set on it?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah. I don't know. Ask Dad. Surprisingly not. Surprisingly not that one. Now another one probably.
Your guys' lineup will be Vanderveen and then Zaley.
Yeah, fucking Terry. I heard about that. No?
Sounds like he's taking a stab at it.
So I just start the race, finish it. Yeah, Brian or TQs. Alright.
Alright. Practice is on, Brian. Alright, with that being said, instead of a 15-minute break,
Brian
we'll give you
Vanderveen.
guys 20 minutes. Give you guys right at 9:07.
10-3.
Yeah, so practice is on FYI Marshals. Steve, I think you're the only
10-1.
one left. He's just on practice right now. So you're good. Thank you, though.
10-4.
Your guys' mains are posted. We will start in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Gives you guys till 9:07. 9:07.
10-1. 10-1. Ryan Kiger.
Hey, we can also link
Kenny Kiger. 12-5.
Like,
10-7. 16-9. 9-8. 11-9. Brian van der Veen. 9-9. 11-7. 11-3. 10 flat. 11-2. 10 flat. 9-9. 10-1. John Steger. 22 flat. 10 flat. 10 flat. 12-2. 25.1. 9-8. 11-3. 10-3. 9-8. 11-6. 54.1. 9-9. 10 flat. 10 flat. 9-6. 10-2. 10-2. 9-2. 24 flat. 9-6. 9-3. 10-4. 10-3. 12-2. 9 flat. 9-9. 10-5. 11-5. 9 flat. 9-9. 9-9. 9-4. 12-8. 10 flat. 10-1. 9 flat. 10-1. 12-1. 9-8. 8-9. 10-2. 11-2. 9 flat. 10-9. 10 flat. 9-2. 11-5. 9-7. 9-9. 9-1. 10-4. 12-2. 10 flat. 8-9. 10-3. 11-2. 9-9. 8-9. 10-1. 8-9. 10-7. 14-3. 10 flat. 9 flat. 10 flat. 10-2. 9 flat. 10-1. 9 flat. 12-6. 10-2. 10-1. 10-7.
10-7.
8-6.
Oh yeah, 65, son. Jeez.
9-8.
Alright, put on my brother's bill.
10-6. 10-3. 10-2. 10-2. 10 flat.
Alrighty, it is that time. It is 9:07. We'll go ahead and get started. Out first is VTA A-Main. I'm looking for John, Matt, Steve, Kyle, Ryan, and Kenny. For my marshals, I need Vanderveen, Nick Zaley, Brian Smith, and Greg, Brian Smith. Or actually, not Greg because he just marshaled last. What about Kyle? Well, I think I might have to pull Greg and Brian because that's the only two. Greg, Brian Smith, Brian Vanderveen, and Nick Zaley. I need you four for marshals, please, and thank you. I would greatly appreciate all four of you.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Kyle Brummett. Matt Arrington.
I got Greg out
Steve
here.
Martin.
I see Nick over there hiding in the corner. Looking for Brian Vanderveen and Brian Smith.
John Steger.
Again, thank you all four marshals. I know I've called you guys a lot tonight. Thank you.
Alright, what was it? Oh wow. Nice. Was that the USAC class? Whatever that date is, I'm gonna request off.
Let's get you guys lined up. It'll be John in 1, Matt 2, Steve 3, Kyle 4, Ryan 5, Kenny 6. John 1, Matt 2, Steve 3, Kyle 4, Ryan 5, Kenny 6. All right, I got my marshals. I got my drivers. You guys are listening for the tone. You guys have 8 long minutes. You guys are listening for the tone in less than 5.
Damn.
Stay tight in the center, tight in the center, tight in the center, tight in the center. All clear. One minute down, 7 minutes to go. 1 minute down, 7 to go. It is Steve, your leader. Matt in second. Back 0.3. Now, yeah, still 0.3 that lap. Ryan in third, back 3 seconds. Kyle fourth, back 4.8. Kenny sixth. Kenny fifth, I'm sorry, back 6.3. And it looks like John is joining us back after that little incident on the first corner. Kyle, that is the leaders coming up behind you. $5.50 left. It is Steve, your leader. Matt in second, back roughly half a second. Ryan third, back 4.5. Kyle in fifth, back 3.7. Kenny fifth, back 12.9, and John in sixth. Looks like our leader having a little bit of trouble there in the bottom right-hand corner, leaving Matt out to the lead. Steve in second, only about half a second behind Matt. Might be a little bit more as they cross the loop. Yeah, roughly about 0.8 seconds that lap. John, that will be your leader in a minute behind you. John and Kyle, that's the leaders up behind you. 5 minutes remain, drivers. 5 minutes remain. It is Matt hanging out tough. Steven second, back 0.6. Ryan third, back 5 seconds. Kyle fourth, back 3.1. Kenny fifth, back 19.1. And John in sixth, back 56. Looks like Steve is slowly closing that gap up to Matt. Only about a tenth a lap. That time he lost a tenth to Matt. About equal lap times too. Very, very close in lap times.
Four minutes left.
4 minutes remain. You guys are halfway down. 4 minutes down, 4 to go. Matt, your leader. Steven second, back 0.8. Ryan third, back 5.7. Kyle fourth, back 2.3. Kenny fifth, back 27. And John in sixth, back 45 seconds. Kyle, that's second place. Thank you, Kyle. Kenny, that is the leader, first and second, coming up behind you. Thank you, Kenny. Pretty much identical lap times between Matt and Steve All it comes down to is who does not make a mistake. Speaking of mistakes, but there is still 3 minutes left though, so he could come back from it. 3 minutes remain, drivers. It is Steve, your leader. Matt in second, back 1.4. Ryan in third, back 9.3. Flipping in the center, stay wide in the center, wide or very, very tight in the center, wide. Wide in the center, wide in the center. All clear in the center, just watch out for Greg out there. Just look out for Greg out in the center. All clear. Excuses, excuses. There's only 6 drivers. How is there 8 cars? I know I'm not passing math, but I don't think something adds up. Stay wide on the top left. Come on, Greg. 2 minutes remain. It is Steve, your leader. Matt in second. Back a 10th all over that bumper of Steve. Ryan in third, back 10.6. Kyle in fourth, back 12.2. Kenny fifth, back 56. And John in sixth, back 0.9. Your race to watch right now is for the lead between Steve and Matt. Not even a 10th separates these two drivers. Minute 30 remain though. Minute 30. It is pretty much anyone's race at this point between Matt and Steve. Coming up next in the near future is 12 scale A main in a minute 20. Matt's just patiently waiting for a slight mistake. Trying to find
1 minute
anywhere
left.
inside or outside around Steve. He has 60 seconds to get around him if he has a shot at it. 60 seconds remain. It is Steve, your leader. Matt in second. Back a 10th. Not even a 10th that
45
lap.
seconds left.
Ryan third, back 12.1. Kyle fourth, back 9.9. John moved up to fifth, back 54. And Kenny sixth, back 1.5. 30 seconds remain. 30 seconds remain.
30 seconds
The race
left.
to watch is for your lead between Steve and Matt. That was a good decision, Matt. Good driving.
15 seconds left.
Ooh. This will be the final lap. Final lap, drivers. Very, very good race, Steve and Matt.
Done. Kyle
Everyone
Brown
is done. Very good race, Steve and Matt.
Kenny
Steve
Tiger
pulls
done.
out the win with a 47 and an 804. Matt got second with a 47 and 804. Only a 10th behind Steve. Ryan got third with a 46 and 806. Kyle got fourth with a 45 and 805. Kenny got fifth with a 39 and 807. Out on the track is 12 scale A main. I'm looking for the Stig. David, Greg, Nick, Brian Vanderveen, and Brad Fink. For my marshals, I need Steve, Matt, Ryan, and Kyle.
F-Rad
Kyle, Ryan, Matt, and Steve.
The Stig. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah,
15 seconds to the start of the race. Greg Huey. David L.
I got all
Nick
6
Daly.
drivers. I see Kenny and Ryan.
Brian
Thank you
Vanderveen.
too. I see Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. Just looking for Matt. I see him walking this way, already a step ahead of me. Literally a step. Stay wide on the front, wide on the front, wide on the front. Vanderveen, you need a minute? Need a minute, Vanderveen? You sure? All right. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get you guys lined up. It'll be the Stig on pole. David second. Greg third. Zaley fourth. And Brad fifth. Again, that's Stig on pole. David second. Greg third. Zaley fourth. And Brad fifth. Alrighty, all 4 marshals. I got all 5 drivers. You guys are here for a solid 8 minutes. 8 minutes. There's 5 of you. You guys are listening for the tone in less than 5. Stay tight in the center, tight in the center, tight in the center. That's very odd. All 4 marshals ran for that one car. I don't remember who wrecked. I think, was it Nick that wrecked? Either way, whoever it was, they probably feel very special. All 4 of them were paying attention. Stay wide in the center, wide in the center, wide in the center. All clear. Stay wide in the bottom left, wide in the bottom left, wide in the bottom left. All clear. Very impressive, Matt. 6 minutes 30 left, 6 minutes 30. It is a Stig out front. Greg in second, back 5.3. David in third, back 1.8. Nick in fourth, back 6 seconds. And Brad in fifth, back 1.9. Stay tight in the center, tight in the center, tight in the center. All clear in the center. Five minutes 40 left. It is David, your leader. Greg in second, back 1.2. Nick in third, back 7. And Brad in fourth, back 7 seconds. Stay tight in the center, tight in the center, tight in the center. All clear. 5 minutes remain. 5 minutes remain. It is David, your leader. Greg in second, back 2.4. Nick in third, back 10.8. And Brad in fourth, back 7.1. Currently, David holds the fastest lap for the cars that are on the track with a 8 seconds flat. Greg's fastest lap is an 8.4. Nick's fastest lap is an 8.2. And Brad's fastest lap is an 8.48. Now, overall, the Stig, Brian Fink, holds the fastest lap with a 7.9. 4 minutes 30 left. 4 minutes 30.
Four minutes left.
4 minutes remain. You guys are halfway done. 4 minutes down, 4 to go. It is David, your leader. Greg in second, back 7.9. Nick in third, back 15.5. And Brad in fourth, back 0.4. That is the closest race on the track, is for third between Nick and Brad. Coming up next is GT12 A-Main.
Yep.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. 3 minutes remain. It is David, your leader. Greg in second, back 8.2. Nick in third, back 16.4. And Brad in fourth, back 2.1. Up next is GT12 A-Main. I'll be looking for Matt, Steve, Greg, John, Brian, Kyle, and Brad. I'll be looking for you 7 drivers in 2.5 minutes. Stay very tight in the front, very tight in the front, very tight in the front, very tight in the front. All clear.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. It is David, your leader. Greg in second, back 12.1. Brad in third with his back 16.9. Nick dropping into fourth, back 1.3. Up next is GT12. I'll be looking for you 7 drivers in a minute 40. Minute 40, GT12. Stay wide on the bottom right. All clear. Final 60 seconds. Final 60.
1 minute
It
left.
is David, your leader. Greg in second, back 14.5. Brad in third, back 17.3. And Nick in fourth, back 11.1. Up next is GT12.
45 seconds left.
Thirty seconds left. 30.
30 seconds left. Fifteen seconds left. Huey done.
Greg, you are done.
David L done.
David, you're done.
F Radbink done.
Brad, you're done. And
Mercedes
Nick, you're
done.
done. David got the win with a 55 in the 803. Greg got second with a 53 in the 80. Brad got third with a 51 in the 805. And Nick got fourth with a 50 in the 806. No? Because I was trying to throw a pencil.
So I tried to throw it, and you just so happened to be there. Just like I was shooting bullets, and just a human just magically started to be in there.
Out on the track is GT12. Amen. I'm looking for Matt, Steve, Greg, John, Brian, Kyle, and Brad. For my marshals, I'm looking
Steve
for
Rowling.
David. Not Brad, not Greg. Looking
Snowman.
for Nick. If I could get Brian Vanderveen and Brian Fink, I would greatly appreciate both of you.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Deal.
45 seconds to the start of the race. F Radbink. Kyle Brummett. 30 seconds to the start of the race. John Steger.
You got anybody on rubber tires out there? What? Anybody on rubber tires? Are we all on phones?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, 15 seconds. We just need one more marshal out here. I don't remember who was our voluntold marshal. Looks like it's Nick. There he goes. Nick's coming out there. Watch out on the far top right. We got a car stuck in the inside barrier. All clear. All right, we've got our marshals just waiting for one car. Waiting for Greg. Waiting for Greg Huey. Here he is, Mr. Sunshine himself. Yep. Happy-go-lucky. Always a smile. Biggest class of the night, GT12. I believe everyone's running foams tonight on these things. It looks like it. Just remember, Steve. If he says he needs to get by, don't listen to him. We'll let. Yeah, we're gonna let you do that. Since you held everyone up. It's like you're doing an impression of me. There we go. That's the best laps he's going to run all race. Yeah. I'm going to tech him after the race. All right, guys, let's go line them up. Let's line them up. It's going to be Matt Arrington on pole. He is your TQ. Steve Roebling starting second. Greg Huey third. John Steger fourth. Brian the Snowman Smith starting fifth. Kyle Brummett sixth. And Brad Fink seventh. So it's Arrington, Roebling, Huey, Steger, Smith, Brummett, and Fink is your order. All right. Hey, I'm just going by what it says on the screen here. All right, drivers, you are listening for the tone in less than 5. And we are off. Arrington jumping out to an early lead. Huey battling it out with our substitute driver. Uh-oh, we got a car dead. That is, looks like Kyle Brummett. Looks like he might have broken a body post on the front right there. Arrington checked out. Our Stager substitute running second. Huey third. Smith fourth. Oh no, we need to pull that car out. Sorry, Kyle. So Arrington now lapping traffic. The white car is running second, and he's lifting a tire on occasion, a rear tire coming around there a little bit. Huey now closing in on Stager's car.
4 minutes left.
A few car lengths back. Meanwhile, Arrington is kind of checked out right there. Arrington with about a 1.4 second lead. Stager substitute 0.4 over Huey. Huey 2 seconds over Smith. Smith 2.2 over Roebling. Roebling 2.5 over Fink. Watch top right. Top right, now clear. Watch up here in the top left. Car stuck, now going. Good to go. Arrington keeping that gap about 1.6 seconds right here. Car looking super smooth and fast as typical. Not a surprise when Matt enters the class. He's the fastest car there. Actually, fast lap of the race belongs to Brad Fink. 8:59 fast lap. 8:60 for Stager. 8:78 for Arrington. Watch out over in the right center. Right infield, now clear. No, I don't know. I was too busy calling caution, and our second place car is caught right up to Arrington. I don't know what's caused that or not. And we got a race for the lead. I don't know if Arrington had a problem or what. Finds a little wall right there. That lets, I'm just going to say it's Stager, even though it's not John. What's the name of our substitute driver for John? Oh no, looks like Matt has broken out. So now it's John's car with a 4-second lead over Huey. Huey 2.7 over Roebling. Roebling 0.6 ahead of Smith. Closest race on the track right now is between Roebling and Smith, and that's for fourth place. Your top four are still on the same lap. So top four all on the same lap right now. Although our super sub looking to put Smith down a lap, right? There it is. There it is. So now our top three drivers, top three cars on the same lap. Not a surprise, John never hesitant to hand over the radio to another driver and let him play and see what they think of his car. It's all right.
1 minute left.
It's all right. Yeah, it's not bad. That's just the kind of car owner that John Stager is. No ego. Here, drive my car.
45 seconds left.
Mr. Humility. Coming up on the last 30 seconds. Stager's car out in the lead. 6.5 second lead over Huey. Huey 6.9 over Roebling. Roebling 0.8 over Smith. So Roebling and Smith still in that fight. And the closest fight on the track for third place overall.
15 seconds left.
Leader now coming up on Brian Smith, looking to put him down another lap.
Steve Roebling done.
That is time.
Snowman
Finish
done.
your lap,
Greg
drivers.
Huey done.
John Stager, your car takes first,
Kyle
33,503.
Brummett done.
Huey gets second. Roebling third. Smith fourth. Brummett, Arrington, and Fink all dropped out, unfortunately. Nicely done, gentlemen. Fast lap of the race went to Brad Fink with an 8:59. John Steger's car with an 8:60. All right, F1 is up.
Hey, you want to call this one on a race? Is that how it works now? Drive my car? No. I wouldn't trust myself driving a car either.
Yeah, I know it's me again. I'm sorry. You only gave me for like 5, 6, 7 minutes ish. It's kind of scary hearing this place this quiet. Not a single charger right here. Nothing. Very interesting. So, my two drivers, I need Brian Vanderveen and Nick. And my two marshals, if I could, have John Steger and Greg Huey. Please and thank you, you two.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Nick Zaley. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
I got Greg, I got Brian, I got Nick, just needing John Steger. Just needing John Steger or another driver from GT12.
Brian Vanderveen.
Now you flip on the right side and say it's on his half too. Nick was like, hey, I'm gonna try and flip. Watch this. All right, I got my marshals. Let's go ahead and get you guys lined up. It'll be Vanderveen 1, Zaley 2. All right, I got my marshals. I got my drivers. You guys are listening for the tone in less than 5. I got scared for a second. I thought your car shut off.
4 minutes left.
What the hell do you use 20K for? Holy crap.
A minute 20 in. Aww. Well, Vanderveen, you're fighting for 4th place now. Your fast lap so far is a 9.3. Your average is a 9.7.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. You are still battling for 4th place, Vanderveen. Your pace is a 29 in the 507 with a fast lap of 9.3. Your average has dropped to a 9.6.
Damn.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remain. You're still battling for 4th. Your pace is a 29 in the 501. Fast lap is still a 9.3. Average is a 9.8 currently.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds. You've moved up to 3rd place so far. Your pace is a 30 in the 507. Fast lap is still a 9.3. Your average is now a 9.7.
45 seconds left. $30 left.
30 seconds left. 30.
$15 left.
10 seconds left. 10. Finish this lap.
Brian Vanderveen done.
Vanderveen, you are done.